Hey, what's going on, guys? It's me, Alex Woung, and welcome back to another video. Today, I'm going to be showing you how you could double or triple your lead list by using what I like to call as our waterfall enrichment process. And what this essentially does is takes a waterfall drip of different softwares that SMTP verify your email addresses beyond just the initial verification step that you do. This allows you to get access to different leads that would be harder to get by just manually looking, or as well as target effectively different leads who aren't regularly being targeted. So without further ado, I'm just going to get just right into it and show you essentially how you would right now be doing it, right? So I would assume that if you guys are getting data from Apollo, you would come in here and just like a very base search I built out here. We have marketing and advertising agencies who do SEO, 11 to 20 employees who are in the United States, right? Very basic search, but this gets our point across. You come into people, and by the time you have done your job titles, right? Let's say you only want to target the head count, the head positions, partner positions, VP, C-suite, founder, owner. You're left with 2.9 thousand contacts, right? 2.9 thousand leads that you could go ahead and get in contact with. However, I'm sure you may know, there's somebody like Robert Deseruix, right? Let's try to find his contact information. There's nothing. So what you normally would do is go on email status, do likely to engage, and verify, right? Everybody has an email address here. Take this out, go ahead and verify it, and be on your merry way. However, if you just realized, our lead list went from 2.9 thousand down to 1.7 thousand, right? So what is this process that I'm going to show you exactly? Well, this is exactly how everyone normally does it. I'm sure if you don't know already, when you export this data from Apollo or whatever platform that you're getting your data on, you need to go ahead and SMTP verify your email addresses, because I'm sure you know things change, right? People get hired, people get fired, people get promoted, people die. I don't know, but yeah, you have to take those email addresses and put them into an SMTP verification tool, and this essentially pings the email address and returns it back as good. It is valid. It returns risky, which means it could be a catch-all or just simply not exist. For those who are unaware, a catch-all email is a domain that has anything directed towards their mail coming through a primary inbox. So what does that exactly mean? For example, here at Dulce Media, we have nobody here named Andrew, right? But if you email Andrew at Dulce Media, I will go ahead and get that email in my primary inbox of info@dulcemedia.com. So this will fall under the risky category because you don't know if it exists or just simply bad, right? Now, what we're going to do, instead of just targeting this 1.7 thousand, we're going to leave these two off, and I'm going to show you why right now. So how we like to do it is leave these two things off. Now, I'll put a little bit disclaimer because I want to be fully transparent with you guys. This is really useful if you have a smaller TAM or you want to target very specific positions and maximize your lead list. If you have a big TAM, if you're unaware, that stands for total addressable market, which is essentially the collective amount of people that you can get into contact with. That is very small. Then you're going to want to do this and maximize those leads that you can get in contact with. However, if you have a bigger size like web developers, marketing agencies, anything in that relative area, then you should be totally okay with not having to do this, because this does get a little bit more pricier than just a standard verification. Nothing absolutely bonkers, but it's just an extra step you have to take. And if you don't need to, then why do it, right? So yeah, back to normal step. Has the email, goes to million verify. That stays the same. Good, risky, and bad. Now, what are we going to do with those risky emails is we're going to utilize a tool called Scrap. Pardon me. I just want to jump really quickly into this video, and I want to tell you guys all about my partnered private coaching program called Lead Academy. So without further ado, we just recently launched Lead Academy V2, and for only $99 a month, you're going to get free access to scrapers like Built With, Store Leads, Clutch, Agency Vista, Google My Business, Yellow Pages, Get Laka, Good Firms. These different scrapers, no free, no proxy. You don't need a paid program, nothing like that. And you're going to get access to 30 million leads that are hosted in the cloud, ready to be scraped on demand for you to use in your lead generation efforts or outbound. You're also going to access to 24 hours of course content, as well as I want to tell you guys, we just released a brand new tool nowhere on the market. This does not exist. We currently only program on this planet Earth that has access to this, and this is an automatic inbox placement tester that takes care of everything for you to test your inboxes as realistic as possible. I'm going to be making a video on this later this week, but just a quick rundown is essentially, I'm sure you guys know, if you don't know, mail reach or any of those type of things where you log into an email account and send the emails to send an email to a bunch of different emails off that account. You're sending off Outlook server, right? Or Gmail. It's actually a different server when you're sending it from SmartLead, right? So how do you test that? Well, this tool goes ahead and you just let it know the email accounts, put a little dummy script together. That's it. It will go ahead and utilize one of our brand new partnerships with Email Guard, and you actually get 15% off lifetime, not the first month, lifetime, by being in Lead Academy, right? And this will go ahead and automatically create campaigns up for you, send emails, delete the campaigns, and upload test scores to see if you actually hit the inbox or not. The most realistic, most accurate placement test that you can get on the current market. Now, you're also going to get access to 3 weekly group coaching calls. Doesn't want to work. That's great. 3 weekly coaching calls. You're also going to get access to a community of lead generation experts in any niche. If you have any questions, tons of people there to help you. You get 10 plus hours of real sales calls, VSL templates, landing page, hiring, contract templates, all for you on demand. You also get access to tools such as our format company names tools, CSV breaker, a more exclusive professors community, group buying sessions, and 24/7 priority access to myself, George, and Tyler, and more. You're going to get everything, including what I'm about to say from the student plan. Now, this one begins at $49 a month, and you get access just to the base Lead Academy community, 1 weekly group coaching call. You get access to the 15 hours of course. You get access to all strategic partnerships, and we just updated this as well. Used to be 25% off Google inboxes. How about this? Let's do 35% off Google inboxes, including, that's just for the first month, including 10% off lifetime every month after that. Lead platforms, coaching calls, and more. You're also going to get access to limited time deals that we're running, like our automatic inbox management tool, anything of that sort. Personal help with your scripts and delivery and everybody else. Now, choice is yours. It's either $49 a month, $99 a month. And I'll be honest with you, if you don't like it, we're going to give you a full refund, 0 questions asked. There's no minimum commitment. And if you do like it, we're going to give you everything we said we're going to give you, and give you all that you need to succeed with cold outreach. And if you just listen to what you say, you're essentially just going to get clients. It's that simple. Now, for my family and friends out there, using my link down below, using code DULCY, DULCY, you're going to get 20% off your first month to help you get kickstarted and joined. So without further ado, I'll see you guys there, and let's just get right back to the video. Yeah, so what this tool does, actually can show you guys really quickly, I'm running this right now for a client of mine, is essentially this tool goes in and you can upload a list and it will validate your risky emails. And after, typically the only downside is this kind of takes between 24 and 48 hours, is I'll go in and ping these email addresses and it waits for a proper response. And then it'll categorize between your valids and invalids. I have another count, but it doesn't really show much besides what's valid and what's invalid. Then you could go ahead and download those from there. Okay, valid. We're good to go. Those are actually ready for sending. Now, what happens if it's invalid? What happens if the million verifier is bad? Or what happens if it never had an email in the first place? This is where you can utilize a drip sequence of different tools going from left to right. We have Prospeo, drop contact, find email, then we re-verify it again with million verifier. Now, as I said before, if you are like targeting local businesses or really small TAM, this is perfect for that. Again, if you have a really big market, then this wouldn't necessarily make the most sense. But what do these tools do exactly? Let me show you. Prospeo, right? What this tool does, the others are very similar. This will go ahead and verify or find email addresses without an email, right? So let's take this for example. You see how we scrape this list if it doesn't have an email or if it's bad, right? Or if it's invalid. We'll go ahead and try to find the proper one. So let's just take this. I have no idea if this will work or not. It depends on the success ratio. But let's say Clayton Johnson at Small Biz SEO, assuming his website actually works. Wow, it does not. What are the chances? I'm not even surprised. Let's take Sean Dorsey. Okay, imminentseo.com. We'll try this out. So what this tool does is you input the website, right, at imminentseo.com. I assume that's his email. And we're just going to take his name. And what it does is it'll use its database and knowledge on the internet to go find his email. Now let's see if it actually does it or not. Fingers crossed. This should only take a couple seconds. Boom. Right? This is categorized as risky because this could potentially be a catch-all domain. That's why this came up like this. But if you see, even if you go in an Apollo, right, look, it says no email available. So we're actually able to generate an email, and then we'd further use Million Verifier to go ahead and verify if that is risky or not. If it comes back as risky again, then put it in Scrubby, and Scrubby will tell us the answer. But you could do this by bulk. I just wanted to quickly show you exactly what this tool does, and you can go ahead and find people's email addresses with their name. So let's just really quickly, I guess, let's throw in another one. Let's go to Stephanie Barnett at the Kansas City web designer, right? Kansas City Chiefs. They're becoming the new New England Patriots. Can't stand it. I'm kidding. Yeah. So we're gonna take Stephanie Barrett right here, Stephanie, and see if we. We'll see if we could come back with her email. Now you could go ahead and again do this in bulk. However, just for this video, I'm not gonna upload an entire list. And wait. Hello. Why is it not copying and pasting? Okay, that was strange. But yeah, so we'll see if it comes back with the email. Again, just to show you guys proof, it says no email in Apollo. Nothing found. It happens. But I'm sure you guys get the point of when it does return it, like the last one, that's the results you're going to get. Now, just for similarity purposes, drop contact is the same thing. Go ahead in here and you can try it. There's pay per email, essentially. So you don't have to go out and sign up for any monthly plans. Same thing with the one I just showed you before. And it does the same thing. Same thing with find email. Go in here, you can see, put the name, email, domain name, or website name, and find the email. And you put that back into Million Verifier. And that's really the whole process. So once you do all that, you go ahead and use that Million Verifier good emails. After you triple verified it, go in there, and you're going to have a lot more leads than you wouldn't normally have had if you just followed the basic steps. So that's essentially all I had to show with you guys. I really hope you learned something from this video. If you have any comments, never hesitate to leave them in the description down below. And if you are actually looking for a complete, done-for-you cold email solution, going in there, buying accounts, setting it up, creating your scripts, scraping the leads, setting campaigns, and all you got to do is take a sales call, then schedule an outbound auto with me. Down below, my website is in the description. We'll talk about what you're currently doing for your outbound, some tips where you can improve, and essentially give you advice on if we could potentially be a good fit to work together. Now, absolute worst case scenario, you just learn something new or learn a little bit more about what you're doing right or wrong. Best case scenario is we begin our partnership and we go ahead and start filling your calendar with more qualified sales opportunities. So that's all for me. Hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see everybody in the next one. Take care.